turning on a thin black sheet of glass. She saw both the lives flash before her eyes. She didn't even have time to cry. She was so...
Travis Decker, the man accused of one of the most horrific crimes, was recently spotted in Idaho, deep within the wilderness. He's a father, a fugitive, and the silence is starting to feel louder than the search itself. Travis Decker allegedly killed his 3 daughters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia, and then vanished into the wild. Now, a family says they saw him not weeks ago, not months ago, just days ago. But there's one thing nobody's talking about. What if this wasn't just survival? What if this was planned years in advance? I'm Shannon, and today on Only Shannon Knows, we're breaking down what the media isn't. So hit that subscribe button. I have another theory, so stay tuned. But first, let's see what he was wearing, where he was spotted within the wilderness. Let's tune in to Idaho News. According to the U.S. Marshals Service, they received a tip on Saturday, July 5th. There was a family that claimed they saw someone in Bear Creek area in the Sawtooth National Forest whose description is consistent with that of Decker. Let's look at the description here. So let's look and see what this family saw. So the family described seeing a white man between 5'8" and 5'10" with an overgrown beard and a ponytail, who was wearing a black mesh cap, black gauged earrings, a cream-colored shirt, black shorts, and a black Garmin watch, and either Converse or Vans low-top shoes. The person cited was also in the possession of a JanSport black backpack. So, let's see. Do we think this looks like Decker? You see in this wanted poster here, he has a beard. He could have grown this out. He has a ponytail. You see here, I didn't recognize this, but you see here in this photo that he does have either dark colored earrings or gauges in his ears. The U.S. Marshals says the family reported the person they saw did not make eye contact and also didn't respond when spoken to, which is very eerie. So the spokesperson also told Idaho News 6 that the cabin owners in the area have been alerted to the sighting. So this is the second reported sighting of Decker in Idaho in recent weeks. With an initial sighting reported in McCall on June 4th, Sheriff Morrison said the sighting was not our suspect and called it a false alarm. So the U.S. Marshal's Office says it will continue to investigate. I posted a video with regards to Travis Decker, and Todd McGee said, while cadaver dogs were released to potentially look for remains of Decker, he thought that Decker could potentially still be alive because those dogs have not found remains. They also have not found a scent of a dead body. So stay tuned at the end. I will link that video. But let's talk about what nobody else is talking about. What if this wasn't just survival? What if Decker planned all of this years in advance? So today on Only Shannon Knows, I'm going to break down what the media isn't breaking down. Hit the subscribe button if you want the real story with real insight. Let's get into it. The U.S. Marshals Greater Idaho Fugitive Task Force issued alerts and even mobilized search teams. This is no longer a cold trail. This is heating up. Most fugitives panic, but Travis didn't, and this is what's so unconventional about this case. When they found his truck abandoned near the Rock Island campground, there were no signs of tracks, no signs of a rushed escape, just blood evidence, and obviously the girl's body is found. But here is the twist. Travis Decker, he had military training, he had military survival skills. He had access to tactical gear. So what if he didn't just disappear? What if he trained for this over a long period of time? What if this wasn't a desperate run, but a calculated retreat? Now here's the real curveball. There are reports that Decker may have connections in Idaho and Montana. Military buddies, family, friends, maybe even someone who doesn't believe he did it. What if he's not living off the land? What if someone is helping him? I know that is controversial to say, but many things are just lining up clearly. And is this just a coincidence? Comment below. Do you think someone is helping Travis to stay hidden? This story deserves more than just silence on this topic. Subscribe if you want real coverage without the fluff, without the fear. Hit the like button so YouTube knows that this story matters, and share this with someone who needs to hear it, because these girls deserve more than just justice. They deserve our voice. I'm Shannon. This is Only Shannon Knows, and this isn't the end of the story. It is just the beginning.